And Munya chief of staff.
Chief of staff and regional minister.
Regional minister, they said on a key.
Yeah. A big can say you have many so.
Wow, that's for the Ashanti region. The deputy ministerial list so ebebano. And as I said, muye kakaya muye okay.
Oh, they be saying you. Now liver twist. Would have one creative liver twist. So look when you be an efficient motoruma, efficient motorman, not the background. I can say, oh, you're time for more. Martin, the Abasha said in your Messiako. Onamuko Jedwa, sorry, Aquaba Napom to say.
Yamiadom Boko, I'm sorry.
Yamiadom, Papa. Greater Accra also was fully represented. Greater Accra, why?
They can't say appointments.
At the time, it's not a list in my. The last time I buy now official list in my.
But we had a hint of what was happening, and
yes.
It was only one that did not show from the list I discussed.
Yeah, discussed it the last time. So it's true. It's true.
So far, Bakupen and
that's
health.
Health, yeah.
So
it
was
the same thing you're discussing.
Someone may call pressure. Open says I'm call pressure. So
now make a Greater Accra. Greater Accra say 3. Greater Accra 3.
Well, I think it's not a good representation of the electorate, and despite the fact that Ashanti region was the biggest number of constituencies.
On Asempa
you are also talking about results. I free region no buy. Well, to give Ashanti region 9 and 3 for Greater Accra, for me, I think it's not a very good balance.
So we are first phase.
No, it doesn't matter. That's a second phase near second tier.
Deputy ministers.
And I'm just a second tier. Greater Accra number 2 say. Do you understand? I think they could have evenly distributed this thing in such a way will be a good number. Later class.
So about down to the quality of the human resources.
It's not about quality of human resources. You are also suggesting, the whole country, this is Ashanti region and a human resource award.
Asempa FM.
But you can conveniently conclude, the last elections, friend saying, number of ministers, appointments call is Ashanti region
on Asempa FM.
And projects are Nankrofo that so say number. And before the elections, the number of times MPP paying for the president himself, the vice president, the various leadership of this MPP Omokugu Ashanti region just to convince the people of Ashanti region to vote for them and to try and get them, because Ashanti region say so much in terms of voting and in terms of votes. And then more so little. And again, when it comes to projects and so on, now I say there were so many a year who found some so those were the rhetoric that people were putting out before the elections. And the president had to go there and convince them and also promise, say this time around, we had the opportunity, but I think the Ashanti region will be happy with what they've got.
On Asempa FM.
As to whether Nyano and then how it has affected other regions, and with this year crystallizing into a certain apathy against the regime. You understand? Because these are the na dream. Do you understand? It is your appointments. The nature of it, the last elections, the major issues were family and friends. Do you understand? It was the mantra because a lot of family people were appointed. This time around, maybe a cue has been taken from Sa mantra, no? Into this time, the likes of Atachia and several others, but we are waiting. Second batch appointments of ambassadors, parastatal,
CEOs,
we will do the kind of say
holistic analysis
exactly of the entirety of the appointment. So it's a bit early for now, but the first year, because that's at now, no, it's like a ministries.
Yeah, it's
ministerial,
not
that. The next one is deputy ministerial. And number 2, we are talking about 46 already. Okay, and the president said he was scaling down from
126 to 85
by 30%.
Yeah,
I don't know whether if you did 46 ministerial appointments. Now say deputies. I'm assuming that all of them will have deputies. 46 times 2.
No, regional ministers will have no deputies. Indeed, the 16 regional ministers, and there will be no deputies.
How do you know?
It was in the statement.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we are looking at how that will affect.
In the 30, deputy, that we are 29, because back out of the 30, a minister of state at the Western House, and 29 deputies.
So if you added 29 to
46,
saying
that should be giving you
about 75.
Okay, 29 plus 4 plus 4, 6. Okay, 75. That's like 10.
So 85.
Right. Maximum 85.
Beyond
85.
So far, at least we are within reach.
Yeah.
And we are hoping, say, reduce numbers at the level of ministers. And then go and start padding the parastatals. CEO, any deputies. Any deputies, twin officers, because we've had that but my year na yejina so count asoma mi ke enye say me bomb me stream one can be no your friend this ministry ministries snit
yeah
what he say what deputy director general da. Did you ever hear that? What is that? There was only one director general, and then they had directors right underneath. Sir, your friend saying, usually one of the directors is promoted, and I say, your government may appoint you be at the Abetnaso as director. But here is the case: you were deputy director, and and some of the state institutions, you create director, you be in 2 offices under the direct CEO's position. I'm only confirming what, and I say commenting on what has happened before. Maybe superficial, ministerial appointment 85. But you could do the next year, now your party microphone could go. It is also to kick you from whatever was pertaining in the first regime. That's at this time, scale it down. So 30%, it must affect all the other layers, from deputy minister to CEO to ambassadors. They, of course, they are designated to friends saying. Because we all know that the economy of this country, as at now, it has its lowest ebb ever in this country. since the Fourth Republic, the very lowest end.
On Asempa FM.
The projection I about
0.95.
I mean, for a year, you know, this is not the time to flex your muscles and indulge. What I said, there is the need to appreciate your current position as the situation as we are, and live within our means. The last year was a period of a lot of wastage. Oshe Sikebedi and for the last 10 months, from March last year up until now, if I say last month and now last 2 months, November, Sikankwa Ebedi and 10 billion Ghana cedi back from Bank of Ghana. Yeah, you see, 1 billion from IMF. For COVID. $136 million from World Bank. 36 first. Actually, another 100 million. I say, Eka ada yanka sansu raise free. Is it the stabilization fund?
Yeah.
And also about $250 million. Now within 10 months. Yeah, this has to when you know. You didn't know. Now, you are from a different era, and we are in this state. For me, it calls for sobriety. It calls for a kind of saying, "Ahubrasie." Wow, sa a corner a pejano de politics in the last era. No, it has to give way to sobriety. It has to give way to a kind of saying, "Oh, let's face it," because you will need the people of Ghana to cope and cooperate with you along the lines, because the hard times, you know, say, you need to go and negotiate with people, whatever they were earning, and the things, largesse be amunya, SSC a chucha be now, you need to dialogue with people. It means you see what Parliament cram pono. For me, I think it's a way of God Himself mitigating the issues for us before anything else could start. I'm creating ground, my say, look, say, Mambamua, and Niama Bekotcho, until let me do it this way, so that the MPs in the first place, now, yet the Bibiako Parliament, it doesn't care, it doesn't matter whatever issue. We have the numbers. Yeah, pass it. Because we had the numbers, we had the speaker on our side. It's the the court near pass it. Now the situation has changed. And you be now bet me Parliament, because you know, sir, to admit Sam Yamanu be crowd Parliament, you know, the speaker know what the prerogative to admit or not admit. It, you know, we all give God glory to God. We also know to say your case will court. We'll come there, but let me just wrap up with this. Your case will court.
Yeah.
We have a caretaker government in place.
There's nothing like that. That's
alien
to our system.
To some of us, we have a caretaker government. You know, say, Nyameyadum na the
Supreme Court,
you know, Ebua. Na say, yes, say, afi yamamu the legitimacy to continue. We will not hesitate to accord them
the necessary
courtesies
and everything
that they demand, or that they deserve.
But
until then, they are caretaker government. For as long as they can, they should just hold the fort till the kingdom comes.
Somebody now,
for the records, you need a different caretaker government.
Yeah, it's alien to our system.
Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo
has been sworn in.
Ghana.
Yes.
Sworn in legally per the Constitution of Ghana. Timo Bian Cancer Assembly. And this is for more dada microphone too much. Missy be Bian's son. Van der Nunanchen record as a sebebaho. Two, conspiracy theories, propaganda, agenda setting. A NDC for atofia omotafre da bia hwe nanando dan kwakufado oba Ashanti region wa ma ho ameka se wa amone ho modin na the next term all the candidates went campaigning mebo san narrative na no mo ka no na ye ndisi for narrative so wunya wo mo crop for mo gabi na to for mbesati ab radio station no mo ka Ashanti for ya MPP anya hwe amamu a MPP ni ne kan and now wunya mahama no mu no beja platform so e wa adura no kan sa asem no MPP ni ne kan into who end this narrative no don't push it say MPP ne kan sa asem no MPP kan sa asem ni da and president so engine to mu say wa mo no ho modern Ashantima mu da me wa Ashantima mu I know say we got fair share of the distribution of the national cake. Third issue kwadwomesrew campaign you ya to abenawie Akufo-Addo win election just say no cry 137 of parliament yenyina no we need to contend with that nemom ye kan sem a say me 10 billion ye this cano obi wosukura wo ye din no na ye mwanwa
adentia
ye di sika e mo man se farania wotumi ka se so bia disika no senke ka se enkoto nsuo we sei ena nsuo na ama ena sika na yira wosi obi adisika nemom ye se ye kun covid hwe SHS for
na ye di no use ye no was it within the context say obi awie anase ye use amanasa
na ye use by ni say sika no ye ka se mfanto homa enwoma ye sika no sa nom de ba se mfaje ye se covid aba mitigating measures no ya famwa enti nkora na kwacho BC across the country we can nom kwacho so hwe no wo mo start remedial school na se for no abansi mefo mo duane ho ka wo mo mom sa ko school no mefo mo ka SSSC for I call ye school remedial troy no mefo mo ho ka sanyema we nyinara ye to nose mask ama wo mo ye mom sanitizers Veronica buckets all the measures across the country every individual sabi adwuma ni nyina no sika na de ye yo obi ankwafo man kwatiti kontomra ha han ama nanim nose mask da no ana obi ankofa kokwa aba e ma nanim sanitizer da inti ye ka sem na ma ye creating pressure ni say ye disika brankrofo bi e no obi awie sika no say e na ye se modi sika no say what to be catch me say you see yankoye 1 2 3 with this cash ya anye sika na enu anam news one of the networks so we be say COVID-19 fund for no say ba ko bisa say anam sika eduma mo no mum kunta mo say some smart and no started say or running down some of the payments and requests bia wo ma ye ho adwuma I was marvel say na mo ye we say nyina mpo ni yente no bitinchi a na o suggest say that sika no po eduma mo no mo wie sika dede. We don't build a nation that way. I am the second the last minute. Why is the coach say no? Fita not the tuntuma basis so. What dear tum? What can now the chat and the conversation now should be higher about building Ghana. What I say? I no cry 137.1 our parliament. President no can say be some see no. Me Ghana for ya na koto abanu. Ena abanesa. We need to contend with. But and also interest say you did be use no unnecessarily to sabotage a government. Say be who's a policy way ye. When it's a policy they go through a beman political advantage and until me one numbers be intimate frustrating no. And also the obi ampini mensi. Hey, so therefore the prosy for the core parliament house and I must see invasion. Young individuals no. Woko Mwebeja South municipal you manu ejanfre ya ne to abama no nti ya wabu akwa ne nkawe ne toase no ye be ko parliament ni na ko kansem ye ko ayi da klu ne akobusa ayi ne akono to ne saton ne akobusa kujeta black kwa no wo ma wo ho no wo to aba wo be ba be some questions e yo mo ba ho no maka so mo so de na invasion because some ya de na ye so ye hu se emmoa wo man no a as citizens YouTube say we are not spectators, but we are stakeholders and players of the game. We also ask questions. Now, my dear Bakun, my woman men never trim the dead. When him say your constitution, a Marquine say, ye call Ablikuma North. obedi MP na oye Snapchat or Parliamentary. Se ekoho ne fi se na dwuma enso anya.
Eho no ye Okai Queen North ananwa. Isa for saying ho Okai Queen North.
Ableman not just say
Ableman North ye Battles so yeah.
Na Okai Queen North. One more wo honom no can call for the withdrawal of their MP. What is it from one more from panel from saying unit committee assembly member members, yes. MP president there per impeachment but a kumiansa make baby aye to abano 1/3 of the voter population constitutes grounds for your withdrawal. They bet you a petition.
And you say Obia yen share that
into more being fine and it is 137 to me them pay. More being fine and it because there's no single MP or what parliamentary or what apart from women 80% plus. Majority be num one more threshold say so because of mobilize and croffer obenya 1/3 easily of those who voted
the
for
voting
them.
population.
And to me share manu suye na yemfa Ghana and to no so. Yen yare no, yen krokra no, yen money powder. Yen twi na nim pounds ye na COVID about 2 pounds no kra nye fe. Say lipstick na de beto to no na ya Ghana no. Yen ton ye. Na e ban faso a obi wodi hu faso de bi. Tum dibi, kojo dibi, mi dibi. Na fe ye twam the near the quarter abano. The conversation.
In command about regional balance. No, James Kwabena Bonfe say, my brother Obi, sorry to say that the skewing of your conversation along regional lines is a disservice to the unitary nationalist politics we chose at independence and seek to entrench today. Ministers, wherever they come from, are to serve the nation. Today, with intermarriages, one person may belong to 4 regions at a go. The Constitution insists on ensuring regional balance, but practically, it is about delivery, performance, and vision of the leader along who can best serve his vision. Who cares the identity or region of ministers if they perform to the satisfaction of Ghanaians? It is non-performance that may most likely lead to asking who and where ministers come from. I come from Bono East and Savannah regions at the same time, for example. But I think, Kabila, the Constitution is also clear.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, President knew a vision, but regional balance, the injunction on the President,
Hey, your share. Yeah. So what is Kabila talking about? I mean, to myself.
That's how they are.
Oh, now who start you? When I'm just making me now, what you can. I mean, finish it. Yes, go new topic.
Okay, finish enough. Emra. Next topic.
Catch some pine. Say, Emra na omudi PDS ni Japa issues Eko Parliament ni aden. Sa Emra na okan ho asem sesia no. Say it me di yi
withdraw MPP Parliament.
Samra na wo and MPs no pushy you can't say the bills bad, they don't even scrutinize the bills, they pass it just because your party and your government and the those laws were there. As I say here we could have done that. We are going to ensure 137 whether you like it or not. The NDC is this and yet sabi manunko si sumuna so yankoto chacha and 137. People went and queued and voted for us. What I say? And yet by chance, it's not by game of chance. Inti omo vote ma yeno. Omo a certain hope in us. Say yen fa some. Your friend is saying checks and balances be embra abaimu because the government at the time was having an unfettered access to things happening around. Who feels say stabilization fund now omokoji di omode beyeno nanka omokwa kope heritage fund so but for the fact that they did not have 2/3 majority. Until at a point they had to withdraw. Sa a friend saying, Akabana and also Omayi a Yusu account. And mind you, Mikase Omwe dia, Minkase Sabi, they Obi could do on a loom. But Sabi, you could have placed that money into Niema. Edi Infasobi Betimiaba. So you don't spend the capital.
Now, Oman Fanya Nioma den Fasobe.
Ye Niema ye din kwa consumption. Anu die Niema.
Oh.
Ena ye di sikani ye.
BSSI loans omodema. Support omodema business people. 600 million.
600 million what?
Ghana cedis.
Make 10 billion. I also say 600 million Ghana cedis. What are you talking about? I mentioned 10 billion Ghana cedis. That is equivalent to almost $2 billion. That is what I'm talking about. In the last 9 months. Then I did here. Tell me. Tell me. Bobby me. We are journalists.
Now by
you tell me. Me say you tell me. You are a journalist.
No, but I'm telling you, sir, they shared foods during the lockdown period.
Food here 54 million. You heard how much you can say the finance minister came and accounted for 54 million. I'm talking 10 billion Ghana cedis. Do you know what it was used for? Tell me.
But
do you know, as a journalist?
He accounted to Parliament.
Which Parliament?
The Parliament of Ghana.
So then, what do you know?
The 7th Parliament.
You have correspondence in Parliament.
Yes.
What have they reported? Say the 10 billion on a year. Tell me.
Have your MPs told you?
Do you MPs? But I mean, Masun Tiasem.
And then I also say.
Me Masun. That is why I'm saying, say it is a what TV educate your listeners.
There is needless talking about it.
Do you understand? You are Utiha what TV Bino. You are Utiha what TV Bino.
So don't
point. You see, let's be honest.
Yes.
Now you tackle issues, very well. Sometimes don't get worked out.
I'm not.
Ubo, your friend is saying nose mask Veronica bucket. How much is Veronica bucket? How much is nose mask for the whole Ghana school for? Pittance.
You think so?
I'm telling you the truth. Pittance. And then here teacher ma obia weekly and I say every day amount disposable dear back. Is that what was happening? Massa, please. We are a bit.
But sir, for all the, because you see, as I look at the number of recoveries for COVID, unim say once you test positive, everything about you, state in a from your test and the double test, how baby you have
thankfully, everything before elections, the finance minister came to Parliament.
Yes.
What some of the monies were used for. But some were missing in terms of it is there on record. Kofa final friends a budget now a finance the statement or no na shemu say sa accountability na can I can't see it anywhere. For me to say 10 billion ye the move 1 billion share this sector, ye the move 1.7 electricity because ye electricity, ye say ye water. Then when we are speaking from here, we will be well informed. But here we are. There is no such breakdowns. What we know about Okoji earlier, and then did total and so it was just for 2 weeks.
Because there's no breakdown for you.
2 weeks,
the monies were not used for that.
2 weeks, 2 weeks, and I had this settle Diani Ekochiche, a friend say, Akublushini, other parts of the cities around Ghana. For just 2 weeks, makeshift foods, rice, kosiyabako. Watching Kosiabako and the kicker. Oh, of course, I went home. Didn't you see it? Chicken and fish be baby. Nothing. You see rice, you see 1 egg. You see Kwewache, you see 1 egg. You see 1 kenke, you see 1 fish. That is all for 2 weeks. It's known here all the money. I mentioned different sources of funding. Ena me ye. Nya wakeka no uyi IMF nkwa sika 1 billion no. Bet me many all the 600 million Ghana cedis, and what about the rest? Ghanaians want to know where their money went to, the things it went into. Not just come and give us the champagne, cano, just like that. I mean, Ghanaians are smarter than how we have
to move on and look at other issues. Right. But we say, Obi, how are you? Remember, there are key ministries which normally has more than one deputy ministers: education, finance, works, and energy, etc. I agree. And until I say, Edward's calculation now, Odi 29, 46, now 75, and there is 10 remaining. So 10 no. Ebetimi Achicha one a good key ministry, no more 2 deputies. Obi, can you find out why government workers for the first time in 11 years have gone without the annual increment of salary which normally starts in January every year? Somebody.
Police
increment.
Police for the before elections.
We no annual increment. So no a formal election related allowance for elections.
Yeah.
No, the IGP is on record to have said that.
My child here more than 25 years.
Every January we increment back.
They negotiate
tripartite committee.
Now it be a take effect March one. No matter arrears account. Na yentua amount January until Sebia abanu beka say my increase BB take effect January and no there but your salaries no there and usually kra no nka effective September and no na beginning of the academic year the COVID no exercise element no into academic year be September bia no se sa incremental jump no ubehu ewumba buying negotiations on ne labor unions
yes.
And when they take effect when negotiations are over. Now effective from January.
Richard Kirk Mensah and the by regional communications officer NDC or Western region. Richard Kirk Mensah. We say perhaps it's about time Parliament passed a legislation to make clear one particular venue, i.e. cemetery, for burying all former and current heads of state and their vices. This, I believe, will cure any mischief or brouhaha that arises anytime we are confronted with the death of a certain or former head of state or their vice. That said, it's important for the chiefs and people of our law to channel their revulsion, if any, against the organization of Rollins' funeral to the Victor Beho-led funeral planning committee and leave the poor widow and government alone. Sir Obama in Pokwase. Obi, it is very disappointing for a former member of parliament, my own former MP for Adenta, to make some of these unsubstantiated allegations. Finance minister went to parliament to account for that money. The one spent, the one we were spending, and the one we are about to spend. He should stop insulting our intelligence. George Quaten is in Adenta. Yes. We say, good evening, Obi. Can you ask Honorable Edward Sare? Okay, George Niyokaite, not very important. I will not read your message. Farouk in Tema says, late President J.J. Rollins lived a fulfilled life. We all have two sides, and surely his brighter side outshone his dark side. I believe we give the family peace of mind to mourn his death. Going forward, I plead we don't give propagandists room to do mischief with the organization of his funeral. Rest in peace, Papa J. Farouk is in Tema and on the way about loads and loads of messages. We say, Aloteje calls for Deputy Minister of Fisheries will be laudable and help Ghana. And Dr. Amma for Deputy Education Minister. Man for some in Takrade. Musa Inima says, can you imagine what 10 billion Ghana's this can do to the economy? It could build several factories and hospitals, but unfortunately, it was shared to allegation. We are like Kelewole. Today, COVID-19 is here with us again. NPP is just a waste of our time. Musa is a Nima. Hi, Obi. We the Nzemes are out of the appointment too from Sule Osman in Elembele. There are still some more appointments to be made. Happy birthday to Mami Jemfua Osei Boaten and Kofi Kokoti Osei Boaten of Fountainhead School in Sakomono on your 12th and 9th birthdays respectively today. May Elohim continue to be your redeemer, savior and friend from your mom and your dad, Esther and Lawrence Osei Boaten, to you, Mami Jemfua Osei Boaten and Kofi Kokoti Osei Boaten. Wow.
On Asempa FM.
Those are some beautiful names there. Ekosiisen, we would move to our next issue, but that will be after this short break. Yeah, but this year next issue.
The completion of your beautifully designed house and costly project is worth celebrating. But wait a minute, your tiles seem to be popping out. Redoing poor tiling can be 3 times more expensive. Your beautiful quality tiles deserve quality tile adhesive to hold them in place and not just cement. At Weber, we provide you with the complete tiling solutions and grouts. Use Webercol, the globally accepted tile adhesive for all your tiling works. Webercol is CE certified, produced locally by Saint Gobain with over 350 years in the construction industry. Tile right and tile once with Webercol from major outlets like Esojaman, Skyview at Community 25, Marti, Pram Atala, Incrabia Enterprise, City Ceramica, Interstar Ceramics on the Spintex Road, Tagore, Cantamanto. Call 054-0123-533.
Weber, we care.
Esan say malaria parasite we muja no tumi dane dan ne hunti. MVP no emani yeden say edura ne seka eku malaria moa no abrofofra no active ingredient no. Eye ba kupo ne wo mu no. So ebetumi atu malaria moa no ase afu muja no. Eno nti ehia madura ne seka ewo mu no ye mienu. Na atumi akọ malaria yare. Sentina F-Pack for aye dufufra. Ye fra no Lizatel. Lizatel kura active ingredient mienu. Na enunti malaria parasite no entumi nkuntia no. Lizatel kutia malaria yare. Lizatel malaria edrofu fra efi won a oye F-Pack ho. For Lizatel na yi malaria yare no free ho.
The Providence giveaway season is here again. Insure your new car or renew your existing motor insurance policy from the 1st of January to the 31st of March and get fuel coupons and several other branded Providence souvenirs. Rush for your insurance cover now. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, with Providence, man, you are covered.
Providence Insurance, lean on me.
Wow. Aha, Dania brochure. Global lighting for lights. And the accessories for panel from Sunu. We're providing lighting solutions for Ghana more than 20 years. We're pay no environment at the side for Fairfair. Europe Niema, the highest standard in terms of quality. Ceiling lights, outdoor lights, chandeliers, wall lights, compound lights, LED panels, spotlights, braces and surface, switch and sockets, wiring cables, and the Kekahua, electricians, and the contractors at the year one projects no will free global light.
When are you friend ultra modern?
Papa B. Street lights need post now. Water one near ma was sunny amount with technical advice and after sales service. Sprintex 027-900-3066. Only textbook market diff anymore. Oshu Ari. Command phone for 0302-769-382. One in my coffee house in the diff anymore. And the Kumasi 0278-744-886. One in Palace Mall and the diff anymore. Santas runabout.
Global lighting.
And Kania Pahifi.
Asempa FM Community Sports Quiz in to finance. Yes! Grand finale! Mantem to see an exchange to Matiana say. Now, what in Cruchino? Emumi and one theatre more finance in the moon. Amasamai, and you Quashima. Wamuway, and Eddie Krua, and the Atadia can see a Dasuno. They are Asempa FM Community Sports Quiz final. Ebayani Kanyarija. Paso Memeda, 30th January. Live was Asempa FM. Any Atom TV so. And open Duba Koni Ashasie, wine and weenie. Amasama, and now question my. Our sort of from the filia home from an oil and social media platforms are hot ones. Hashtag Asempa Sports Quiz. Asempa FM Community Sports Quiz Finance. And you may query a Sia Conco with 3-year lottery. Star 787 half. One so bet to me at the soccer bet. Your best bet for sports betting. Day by day, man from Dream Cosmetics. Don't go next level energy drink. Empower yourself. And a cheesy pizza. Your pizza, your way. Asempa FM Community Sports Quiz. Wapia. Mausaso.
Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, phone Papa Fie, Samsung nie, Nokia nie, iPhone nie, say our printers, mobile phone, accessories. Franco Trading Enterprise. Afa our one TV, digital television set. This satellite, any ultra panels. Abomuma.
Franco Trading Enterprise. Ewo Facebook. Sauko Franco Trading Enterprise page. Nasa likes number 100,000. Eyomwa. Anyone muniga. Samsung www.francotrading.com. Android app. Franco Trading. Instagram. At Franco Trading. Nani pabadi for dosunti. Franco. Edi Momo pay code number 189480.
Your branches on the Bebre Wagana baby. Nemum head office on the Twaya Dabraka opposite Roxy Cinema.
Hacho Franco. Any Accra station. Any MT and the DNMJ. Osu Wabe Eco Bank. Accra. Opposite Menaba building. And La Paz and Suye opposite Tema station.
And our prayer numbers in Nani Chauntum 0246 422 338 and 0546 133 188. Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone Papa Fie. And you're not going.
Heaven, oh heaven, heaven, yeah, back up. Heaven, oh heaven, heaven, yeah, back up. Heaven mosquito quail, repels mosquitoes, less smoke, you know they break. Used to heaven insecticide spray, no now won't malaria so better, it don't let a friend one money. Heaven, oh heaven, heaven, yeah, back up. Heaven, oh heaven, heaven, yeah, back up. Heaven.
Do not sleep in a room with a burning coil. Leave room for 15 minutes after spray and allow for adequate ventilation.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Yeah, when Napa sardines, and Napa mackerel, and Napa soya sauce, yeah, when Napa baked beans. For sandwich, kenke, and salad, try the tuna. And Napa chocolate drink, Avanti Numbio, ne creamy pan. And dairy cream, so Avanti, Yania, yet, hey, and Napa, hey, the suku. And Napa, 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 and Napa.
And Napa sardine is in vegetable oil. It's best for your kinky or your banku and pepper.
You send Napa mackerel for your soup, for your stew, and your love.
Na spaghetti need the Italia baby.
Hey, and Napa, hey, the suku. And Napa, hey, the suku.
FDA, she says, a gradient cat to you at the Atumuse a year.
Hey, Mira, and Tiakwaya Wuti Ugodina saying, oh, 2 weeks ago. Na watch me look at Agbebe fever draw. What swadi konkuano no? Agbebe fever, Nibelo do be cracker one. Hey, me do one more. Many malaria, any tracker beer. My social near walk one. But from Akodia Preco. Agbebe fever, so dear, any Akodia Cassiapa. Malaria beer unity, pet, and Dinisungu. Hey, Madame Remember, and was WW, Yenuan. Hey, Agbebe fever, to me. Nagana Hasudia, could be malaria free. And it's a me too quiet. No, one more preco. Before Agbebe fever, I shall bag masakra na fatade ambeshe na sese wodi ni nyina ekro no yen ya kafie nso oh sa hade krom hade de na pharmacy chemical ne herbal shops na abu anu nso gum kama atitru kra ne Agbebe herbal center oh so utuom last one and after 020-8130-790 and 024-6595-256 Agbebe fever malaria se ne ho odina o mefisi apemfo abata wo mo manufo ene nkoda wo nimfiedu mienu epe wonka ho
e wo se wodi etri di mu hihyehu ka ho ansa na waji ayareshe senia oman no etri di ayaresan hyehyeye tie
FD ahyehyɛ saa ejedie nkrato yi mu agye atomu se eye
awofo no muntie san hyehyɛ wei na wɔmunni so yie enkra no akɔ school ebe fie no de ɛwɔ so ɔbaatan bia eye nie ɔbaatan bia enhwɛ sɛ wɔne ne ba ebe kasa no watu no fo ɔba ya no a ne suku mpaboa no ne ntade bibia no obeyie na wɔde agu hɔ sɛbɛya yebesi ama no sa abofra no ɛhyɛ ne nose mask sɛ yentoma de no bia ɔba ye pepepe no awofo no hwɛ sɛ yesi ne yesi wie ye no yɛbɛto so kama sɛbɛya adekye ɔbɛsan ede ahye biemu emofro no ba efie pa awofo no mane nya wanhiasem se won suku bag won laptops bibibia won de ko school bia no ye be wohro ho se ye sanitize ana ye wash ye ne sa ye nyina ye boy ye ho ban ede free covid-19 ene ehon sensem won free school ba fie no ano awofo bia hwese mofra no ebedware ansampo ena womo ewo bibia wono mo aye tichu aduane diemu won tofe ne niema bi etete saa no hwese mofra no womo adwade ansana saa niema ni nyina no wonsa atumi aka obatan bia ye weyi a eda di pefe se covid-19 no ampa wonu wabusua wo ho ban afri yare no ho bidin de afia amankwa tamaklo medase sankra tuoi Asempa 94.7 FM ene de bro
eto de bia ekwan ho nante ene kwan mutwa etimi ye hu pa se wutwa kwan mu a hwe hu se eho ye bia ye de tuntum ene fita asensan kwan nim mekire zebra crossing ana se baby a etwene wo mekire footbridge ana baby a traffic light esi wutwa kwan mu so a hwe benkum nifa ne hwe benkum bio ne hwe hu se ka bia mai ansan watwam enyina wagina baby akasa so mekire mobile phone abra wutwa kwan se wutie nyom ana wudi nkomo esanse wani free ho so ketua bi pa ubetimi ahwe wo nkwa hyene nsom se yi nyina ya sede se ye boye nkwa ho ban ne esi akwanhia no kwan hyene nsuo se yi nyina ya sede se
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Jojo arrive alive. Sankratui National Road Safety Authority in a day, bro.
Asempa, upa asempetia, utini radio upa odem 94.7. Asempa FM, oh yeah, do papa. Asempa FM, everywhere you are. Asempa FM, everywhere you go. Asempa, hey, Asempa, hey, all talk all day.
94.7 Asempa FM, Sony, all talk all day. Yeah, the Munyan asks Simon Mwakwa, baby. We are just about wrapping up on the show, and 6 more minutes to hit 6 p.m. Sampain Ewaha, sounds honorable Kojoedu Asare. Ewaha midin your say bonsu. Ma yemrana fe yenhwe any other business na yen sorry nko ye won sem bebre na we happen so the biggest of them a year a course. So for the past 3 days and state burial ayedema former president Jerry John Rollins no akoso ene and yesie no ewo military hospital here Mr. Hospital military cemetery ewo nkran. Of course there are issues any are there, but he's been buried. And the ate in Semini Bebre, Honorable Kojedu Asare, how dear, we na memfa won shase ewo a year. But we say, yeah, well, it's a good day, Obi. God bless you for the wonderful job you're doing. Ekosiisen is undoubtedly one of the finest programs in the capital. We appreciate you and your show. Extend my greetings to Sampain. I send the Prince Odeneho Opon. Prince Odeneho Opon. Yeah. Okay. Whereas I'm looking forward to hear the leadership of the NDC apologize to the family of the late Jerry John Rollins and the whole country for that disgrace. Bibi at the funeral grounds. A whole founder of your party is lying in state, and the NDC supporters were busily chanting JM Beba, JM Beba. Nanampon Sabediako. Anyways, I don't know. Honorable Dwasari.
Yes.
On
any other business? I mean to you.
Any other business? Which man can be?
Oh yes, sir. Over so about the big way Rollins a year.
No, now petty. We can concentrate. Oh yeah. Any other business? As if say me can be before fra. No now petty. Yo, Obi, and yeah, Papa, JJ. Ghana fo nyina akwako pebebi edina kusie boko nyame fa ni kransie na oncheche ne ma ne yere ne busuafo nyina ayre na Ghana fo nyina ne omude ayreho eta eyi nechi fiti mfan says Sunday eyi kwesiada etwemu abisi ene omude ayreho eta funeral nechi abisi ene no
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Having said that, omonso omoji friends say ye no ta omani ase no so ye do mase
ano ye hwan abusuana na
oh send me kasaba
okay
omoji ye no ta omani ase na enunti omfu say we were having a discussion earlier with two young muni mama kakra. There were a few points of departure. Kakra, I thought say earlier on until say secretary to the
local organizing committee.
I thought say now lady was trying to push a certain blame onto the Anglo state for not venturing onto the scene all by themselves to come and display our culture. So, more so bar International Conference Center honor almost that was the question. Tinami Bissau, I wanted to call you and ask you, say, was that how the program was designed? That Obia Sabin previous like keke. Betimi, I'm sorry, no afa. You can't say drums. Any other years pancrofoid yomuchi. Now the Ekosiisen National International Conference Center. No, bo. Was that how the program was organized? And I was thinking, say Obi, Kaube correcting. Say protocols would not have allowed it. Say you invite you, you access. Because most of the people who went there, including NDC for the invitation. And a call.
The invitation was from who?
Was from the President of the Republic of Ghana.
To the NDC as a political party?
Yes. And on my slot from 9:30 to 11.
To go and do the filing past.
To go and do the filing past.
Okay. On Asempa FM.
So I want to believe, because if you look at the narrative of the near year now more background now, they were mentioning the various groupings are almost expected in a particular day or on a particular day. I am more fixed time. Ntianka hifa na sa Anglo group no babeshe when they have not been invited.
But Mamika said omunya invitation letter from the DCE from our loga.
I felt so sad.
Adentia.
So sad that I could do a duasare. Me yewana. Me yewana.
Oh yeah. In the Director of Special Duties for the NDC.
In the hierarchy of issues as we speak. The share the context more. Me I'm invite and as an invitation card that was from the president. Me. Now about saying and Anglo state. A honor.
Ekosiisen
late former president Ofi, the traditional councillor Ofrimu, Omo die DCE. And I come and invite. That's the question we should be asking ourselves. Does it show respect? It doesn't.
The DCE represents the president in the district.
Obi, don't stretch this thing because yes, sir, you sound very ridiculous.
Oh,
I'm telling you the truth.
How is that?
That is how you sounded when you were asking those questions. No, don't even do it.
But is that not
you
what
see,
it is?
It sounds very ridiculous.
Is that not what it is?
It sounds very
is he
ridiculous.
Not the rep of the president.
Interesting. Even regional minister needs a teacher to go and invite the
Awolon state.
Only opposition can delegation to go. The regional minister or this chief executive so that the delegation from the Flagstaff House under normal circumstances
Ekosiisen
papa you know anka as traditional leaders no and a bebo president amane Arambwa. Usually, is that not what happens?
Is that not what happens? Family in the Kobo president amane.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm no state.
Oka state and your immediate family, no.
Please. Who say ohini biawu ana odupon biawu yetu ahemfo akọ Flagstaff House. I saw it so many times.
Yes.
When I was working there. Did you see something like that? Did you? Question marks, there are so many of them. And for me, I speak for the NDC. We were nicely ignored.
Nicely?
Beautifully dribbled out.
But you just said the president himself sent you an invitation letter.
To come and observe, to view our president, founder's body. That is all that we are worth.
What were you expecting?
No, I'm asking you. You tell me. What am I expecting?
Yeah.
This is our funeral, for heaven's sake. It is our funeral. Our founder. Our party's founder. And I can't want seven. And he happens to be a former president. So the lady concluded beautifully. Lady now
yeah,
I fell in love with her because she placed things where they belong. Say, the person to me dumb before the bereavement. When it gets to that point, family no equal the various ekuono eso and indulge them. Roles beer, essential mu play near the end. Omocraft that the koi beer, Sabio Tafrache, a beer, say, the pano koji, a drobi, and say, BBB, as I say, family member be, you know, about the Fafa area, Sibinia idea. And for me, I thought, oh, yeah, Lord Ginny. Nase uwa.
Ekosiisen
you can be a soldier
Asempa FM
and be a lodge member. Ye beba be ye u soldier. You can say ceremony no. Yina ma. Omuria. Wu nipa na wu be wu nankasa so wu nim se wu a lodge fo na esieu. You understand? So whatever ceremony that has to be done in church for beba beye. Ni ancestor soldier for ye omo beba beye. The one that is supposed to do the final one before you be kata also beba beye. And say she. And she said something very instructive. Say, God forbid, assuming say, your current president, and sasem we too now. Yamin pengu, yamin bon obay. we know in Bisan question is but Ochrenia anka a bit me see. But I am adding, say, Ekosiisen on Asempa FM who had passed. I say again, Manunko Sisumonoso. Touch wood, perish the thought.
Perish the thought.
Yes. And as we see ya, Sebio Tafrache, Chebi for Betrain or Beshe, said ni see and ni be see our Krahana. Me, Quadrudo Asari, nobody can convince me. Say, Anka Omobeple. Nobody can convince me.
But the man in our interest in this.
Yes.
There was a central funeral planning committee.
No,
maybe. The chairman of that funeral planning committee, a son of the Amono land, or a member of the family, or a member of the NDC.
The same my personal opinion is that that man himself is a big disappointment.
How?
Yeah, because
we Ambassador Victor Beho. No, chairman.
Personal. This is not nothing to do.
And a Rollins, Mami Nuanso
it has nothing to do with your party views.
Okay.
I'm making a disclaimer.
Asempa FM.
I mean, I'm not saying this on behalf of my party.
Okay.
This is my personal view.
Asempa FM.
I think he's a big disappointment to the NDC fraternity and his own kinsmen.
Oh,
the fact that NDC came to this funeral as aliens, because we had so much confidence in him, and we thought, because you see, the bereaved family, immediate family, usually, what I say? It is also who depending on Omo to give you directions. You will go astray. Because at that time, Sebi, a biome. Omadrino, because of the grief and there's a year Omo. It usually you need that strength, strong family, to stand in for them.
And in this case, you think it was the party?
What's he say?
You think it was the party that
is not standing in for them? The party could have played its role. Isn't it sad? Said ne, Papa J of all people. You didn't body chrome. You saw the TV. You saw it on TV.
Yes.
What did you see?
What did I see? Saying?
Yes.
I saw the casket being...
NDC would have pulled people from their homes.
In this COVID era?
No worries. See, stop telling me that. He's our founder.
And so...
COVID call Independence Square, angels.
But that number was manageable.
It is not manageable. And when dire.
Asempa FM.
You understand?
Yes.
I am telling you, sir, NDC4 would have done a better farewell for this man. For Ghanaians to know, say, our hero has been, is passed. Soldiers were driving through town. Emptiness, deadness, nothing. Because MPP people cannot appropriate Rollins's to themselves. Yeah, can tribute. What's the MPP for tribute? I don't want to hear. I was here
the state. It was a state burial.
No,
there were no party colors. There is state.
So they did it. Almost tribute was missing. Yanti because someone need she ka efa papa no. It represents or it gives a true reflection of, because this is a man they even call chamber pot at a certain point. A man they called a poodle.
Is that necessary?
Please, is it not necessary? When the same
How
person,
is it necessary?
Yes, the same group of people who denigrated this man, call up America, went to New York, and it was the Nigerian embassy that brought a car to pick him from the airport because somebody was angry with him.
But this was a funeral not organized by the NPP. This is a funeral organized by the Ghana Armed Forces.
Ghana Armed Forces. Without the state's support.
Yes, indeed, the state, not a party.
What are you saying?
Not a political party.
Go and check the invitation card. Say, why it's the president.
Yes, the president of the Republic of Ghana.
Does he represent? And at what role did anybody elsewhere play in this whole thing? I mean, you just had a 2-hour interview. Another friend said on this matter, and you know, say hearts are not where they are supposed to be.
Papa now see he was expecting their invitation from the Central Planning Committee.
Yes,
you don't blame the president or any other person for that.
Please, the president also Central Planning Committee need invitation be also. The president's name, the president of the Republic of Ghana, invites you. So. That is what is on the card. Yeah, the brain. Inti enane kufuado ene invitation. Yes, Central Committee. Omo need powers. Omo de say omo planning enyema yenye. But the authority to invite came from the president's office. Inti no Obi. Let's be honest for once. This thing was not done with the heart.
Asempa FM.
You expected, and yet genuine. Do you understand? And that's why they could not send a tribute. Because tribute, no why never kind. Now then, no betro.
Tribute, bang.
NPP for tribute.
But how should the NPP give a tribute?
So why didn't they hand over the funeral to others to plan?
The funeral planning committee, there was no NPP member on the funeral planning committee.
We see, I didn't farmer NDC for so that we plan. They only give us the state's cover, which they do every time.
Is Victor Gbeho a member of the NDC?
It's not. That one is not my issue. And we are not talking about Victor Gbeho's membership. I mean, who the card as of now. I don't know whether it's in good standing or not. I can't determine that right now. What I'm saying is that you can hold a state funeral, for. Like say organize a funeral, and it will still be a state's funeral. I hope you understand my point. Yes, because the state's apparatus are engaged to make the funeral to give it that statehood. You can't say that is it. But the organization of it and whatever could have been given to the NDC. With the help of the family, the nuclear family, and some others, the traditional council, and all of that. And I believe we would have done a better job. I'm telling you, we have done it. Yes, you know. As I said, you man be peaceful in Okoda. Yeah, no.
When President Mills passed on, the NDC was then in power.
Yes.
They had formed government at the time. But the party did not organize the funeral.
Who said?
It was the Ghana Armed Forces.
Who said?
But that's what happened.
Please.
Who organized it? So who did? No, it was a funeral planning committee.
Yeah, so what are you talking about? But the Ghana
Armed Forces still did the funeral.
No. Massa, that bit of it, may catch up say. That state apparatus that is supposed to be engaged for the funeral, no, at any given time. Whichever party is in government, you can engage, sir. You can't say apparatus. I'm talking about the planning. What goes into the funeral? The processes. That is what I'm talking about. Because I know a bone of contention right now. Because why is from being played at the funeral of President J.J. Rollins, who is a known ever? Ever. Whether I am or whatever, he's ever in totality. And to say Okaso will be a can. Do you understand me? Because I ever know Anglo Tongu Vedome blah blah blah. So I'm just giving the overview. What am I saying? You bought Fonton from Nikete. Now, you can't say Agbajani so this is from he represents a region. Tiasa from a friend saying Oti all the way down to Denu side Aflao. The various dances are and can represent this region. No? That is what it will be. And he beat me. Who
do you blame for that?
Who do I blame for that?
Yeah,
she's the person who takes the big one.
The central planning.
It's
committee.
It's not the central planning committee because who are we at the bread?
Yes.
Final. So Shebu want to say, now we went. I don't know. Who would have said no? You know, it is the big hat, and I blame not the planning committee. Because you the program no shame even who baby traditional whatever traditional
and customary rights
and no why traditional and customary rights who Ashanti custom and now what tell me because keteniati any you fonton from any ati yes braku your friend there at bibi Agbajano, one of various types. Yanti bia, yanti gota,
okay.
Yanti bobobo, yanti bibia sa. And here we are. We have given this man such a big embarrassment. Made him to look like Sebi. Tell me, in your honest opinion, what was ever about today's funeral since Monday? Tell me.
What was Ghanaian about today's funeral?
Ever. That is what I'm saying. What was ever about this funeral? Because don't give me that story. Say, Sebi, Asantini ne wuya, Asantini, President ne wuya, yebekwa kofa bamaya, any damba, any fire dancers. Ababesa, my 4 friends saying Gundum. Oh, don't tell me that. And I said, be a chimney soon a wooya. Yanko Bokpa logo.
Edward sorry.
Yanko Sad Depot.
Homeso.
It is please. Yeah, that's our questions now. Ubisano, the pacho.
I sit here to ask. My questions might be irritating to you, but yet to elicit some responses.
I get you.
So
please, baby, I don't know. I coach Chimano. Let's be bold and put it there, and let us whitewash it, because it will go round one day to come and bite us. Because God forbid, the day Ebi Anane Kufuado, Sebi, by all means, one day he will pass on. Mesusa, Ebi Ana enye NPP. Sir, yes, you are right. Enye NPP, ena na ewo abaim.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Are we going to countenance a similar situation and say it's okay? I rest my case.
Kojo Asare ena yeten nka Ekosiisen so ne high Asempa 94.7 FM your discussion segment ena yede ebremo no. Sampain any other business me pacho.
Oh, Obi. What ma kojo 20 minutes.
You can have 20. Meet you.
Only 20 endings. Asemwe fa ho be.
Sebi enye bia eno na mbeka. Yen na mbeka. Eno de winim de mbeka. Obi. COVID era we. Figures na eba no. Ehu pa. Na aban nhihye no. Ebi ne protective gear yede ma frontliners no. Okay. Sebi o. Enya ntwuma no ewo ayi so upon na de ceramics no. Na de koto za na ma no. What can say one more taxes now so over the months? Yadi a free one more. Who pays for that? Anya buy. One more sika no e send be to 2 ma one. Find it ya. Intimacy record you need one more journey so no. Sa asem ni ba ne ka we should be nationalistic. Me say election ya to awie. Ya wie nanado ya president. Sa narrative no ya twem ho. Untima yan concentrate wo COVID nisem no ho. Ba meba ho, ba ma menti kakra emfirim. Emi wo nentie bi se anglofo no. Ever any anglo ana binum kan ewe. Esin susuye kakra wo.
So wo, ever no yet say account.
So
nti anglofo no enye ever. Se sana semnetia. Nti nye ade bia obehunu se ye ba agbaja wo ha ana ye bo we wo ha ana ye yesie no ena che se ye nyina ha asantimpo no wo ba ne ye bo adoa ne ye bo kete ne ye bo bibia nsunsuno ye ewum e kire ba bia agro no ifiri na ade ehia eni say every single time NDC for per se asem ketwa bia no wam their politics e di titini pantem former president the late JJ Rollins here no e mu ho na asem we start
Ekosiisen on Asempa
FM adenti na say ne ma e na ko presidency e ko bo amane na nye NDC leadership they no mu refini say apart from him being a member of NDC no ofri abusia bi mu nso na baaye inte ya abusia no responsibility so mo be bo amane inte abusia no de the next one ye and the number and say number kwakobo NDC leadership amane say mupani we say we film but say yakobo o minor mania enya NDC na ekọ wo mo start it same way na binum po de kope vote ema me kai political leader ba ko no presidential can for NDC ko gina nwura kan sem bia na e be closer to the making ya do we chichiro man nipa no wawu he did not die so ye NDC ni owu se oyo mampani dada article 71 of his holders no onka ho owie na konwa de nyina adan NDC monka se ne katua ni bibia no NDC founder nti ye banya atua na afibia no benefits ed man ye NDC for the man you found it needful say eye oman Ghana ene so ye emano oman Ghana ye ma JJ Rollins because enya ne hu na fa na ne tintia na ne kokko a oye na mmom obeye omampani wo Ghana ntra into obi sa free mu a oman no ene body hu ka hwe former president Nkrumah owuye no se ko se ngrofo ukai oman Ghana esen kutu nifunu ebesie ni biem under JJ Rollins na ewo Nkrumah museum je ha na nifunu no na mu no eho na ewo mebo a what is CPP for the Ekosiisen no obi what is CPP for ene Ekosiisen no ana CPP for ene ye no e your oman Ghana Inti asem ne ba ne ye ka yenya sa de ne film rightly no you said it say na ye wo funeral committee before then mama nchira eja kwajo Dallas so ne piki sapon bi chomo pa wo mo boy man de me da o ma se hwe o my Ghana e ma ya ti funeral committee
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM
o command a lot of respect to ye ka diplomats abba Ghana aye adwuma mo man Ghana for bona basupa inti se ono oti kwanje otutu aboba park no so ono ebeka sem no ni abusua no nyina bom na oni oman no aya enam se eye oman aye nti no president and a tunsa edima woman say ba we are sure say NDC for no more capacity say one be invite Togo and ECOWAS communities one mre you know. And Nanka Rollins immediate family no one more capacity say one never betun safra. No. And you say yeah no obi anko ho se ho one more planning na me bo planning committee na baso me bo aban so abaso because notwithstanding the differences are what your ideologies morning same be me personally no me issues are me one as for no the funeral was very well organized. What you say? Inti nanka busuano betimi akwa akofre woman na eya ban inti anwo this you know aban na decreta asuma no say want me funny pe senkaya na nglo no district no letterhead and the actual crata no and no the aqua printing card and nka you will be can but when he holds a letter or an invitation card signed by the president of the republic na ekwa
I think we didn't clarify that. We should have got the clarification. Say, letter no. DC na sign and say who invited
or no
them.
the letter. This is what the,
no, I think we didn't get that clarification. No, he said he invited them. After say on one sign, we didn't get that. No.
Obi yes. Obi narrative.
Yeah.
Inti emfa nkasem. Na we bisa MPP tribute. Na and this one can tribute to her. Fine. I didn't try.
So founder of the party.
Na MPP ni.
Dabi.
Ni statesmanship inti and a president I can tribute.
Yes.
Inti apart from NDC or an immediate party no. Your views are represented by what the president
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Simplicity. Now we see yan ya boso. Na yan ye didi na tem. Kojo. What can say musi or a backing dog? Let's say dinketia. JJ Rollins. Come on no bo ya chichire no pampe di na bobuom. Kojo wan kasa wo kojo aduasare. What can so call Sunyani Kotu or Abano? Rollins, Funka Games. No. What can comment I could you can that time not could you a MP? 25th October 2013. Tama Rollins, Echo can say Mahamanum echo crookish individuals being no do my bay ministers not to follow. The comments I could do one cast out can't far papa no yet. Me person may repeat as in Pewuka, no buko. Engine I make us me were personal issues be and can make me a cup for the sake of the Panonia baby infinity because me a future president for a day national reconciliation by no and since same be a CC be 2 minutes papa no bush and not for no. Unim say Roman dear, ya chere say yam fa bonenche. 20 seconds. Min can who
views on Rollins
Asempa FM.
Going to support Niyere against President Mills. Who connect so I will hobby bree. I was against it, and I expressed it until today. That has been my stand. Me shifting from it, but I never used any negative language.
Hey.
I wasn't brought up that way.
Okay. So you had,
you know me better than that.
I thought about
I know me no issue. I know your side offside issues. Me no me no.
Or to be to cluster bomb. So you cluster bomb. You criticize that. So there's somebody my time. That's so. But no. It me prevent it. My president. Mestre. And yet the Bianya di Bibia Bay politics. And yet the Bianya di Bibia Bay politics. Especially politics are a tribe, a bit tier another. Organizers, possibly they wanted to showcase the rich culture of the country. Oh, please. Wakasa, allow me to speak. So the culture, state program, we not tribal program. Ethnic program. It was a state program. Say, Bia, a group be known na wusu say, you have the right to speak on that. But don't skew the argument to the fact to say, because say, or yes, say, Anglo. Entino, esenke beba agbaja o nya ma agbaja o nti yegu obi animtia. Ye won krofo bebrom ya nwrafo. Ebi ya santifo, ebi yan kranfo, a wo mawu a wo nkrafo aye yan sakpalongu anu mo bo chatawale. Ye wa santifo bi a ya mo kete amo adoa e wo mayi ase a no mo bo gospel. What you say? Inti eje sansam no ma obi me emfa emme keka ho me de on say asem si ye da bia na me se busua na mo ya akọ na sefo de aka no me pese meka aka ho na se moment this for the beko that tangent kwadwo mesro bebia yakoduru no me dem enya se wan fa me o say se wan kan tia me wa na aka wan this say gbo ho e no ka che se onim so kuta party card na oni party card e ye wasem me emfa me ho me wada no say bitogbo onye misagbotu nyira no wo me ndc for enya chine say you were post kakra me dem post kakra na dia ma ono na the fact that why you card in chess on your member
sometimes me interview Imra Sisia Joseph Akable wa homan so and then was petitioner no filing a witness statement and an argument in opposition to the preliminary objection. Of course, he's saying Joseph Akable Akwaba not saying great. Now petitioner let me file the witness statement any other document and I also the corner.
In fact, between the hours of 2 and 3 p.m. and Omuko PM court so our lawyers know it to me first file 2 witness statements. And I feel so almost file a legal argument in response to the initial objection court in the council or some file it by the previous day coming to me and file anything and run a copy of course any to me and in terms of witness statements the other kind Johnson as you didn't get or better testify or the message and characters here or more they are dying court and I feel so be a Dr. Michael White or a lecture with University of Ghana and I feel so in terms of the 2020 election John Mama representative a year electoral commission
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM
anoni a year ora rogo metunu no mudisa jumano isi wenti we money 2 individuals okaya petition can some let's 5 witnesses but documents on my filing we need 2 individuals the court na ma kwaya ombegina adaka ni media dance they supporting Mr. Mamani case.
Okay, international say Pesa White and I see doing ketia and the 2 witnesses. Okay. International say 5 no maka so mbe friend the rather called 2. Now the other document on omo argument against the preliminary objection there.
And so, to me, a file and then course. Now, even with regards to the election, the witness statement, some very interesting allegations are Abetuda documents inside on the part of Mr. Esedun Ketia. Mr. Esedun Ketia, EC chairperson Jen Mensa was biased against the NDC, and I didn't hear or say information Mensa can indicate this. Jen Mensa has quote a close familial relationship with the second respondent's wife. The second respondent in the case, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Or see Ojidi says bias with and untina embra mistakes EBPM election results in my EC chairperson who said you will declare not mistakes woman. Or say can you bias now? And could be to not to a political party agents, no meaning I must not sign computer figures, no me arrive at the right figures, not declare. Not say because of that bias, the EC chairperson on her own proceeded to have the electoral commission issue statements to correct those mistakes instead of going through a more transparent manner. As far as he's concerned, he insists that those mistakes that took place, that was the only declaration the EC chairperson did, and that the statements are easily issued subsequently. It cannot amount to a declaration because they were not even signed by the EC chairperson herself. They were unsigned statements that were issued. And so, by way of fresh information, I bet you allegation about the PM, and it will be subject of course, cross-examination once the court system this particular allegation in the document that Mr. Sedin Ketia at their dying court.
Oh, ain't I said don't get in his witness statement, no, allege say Electoral Commission Chairperson Jean Adokwe Mensah, familial relations. I mean, just a Nebusuani and Rebecca Akufo-Addo. And based on her relationship, Nintino, now or a bias in favor of the second responder, and Akufo-Addo. Oh, okay. Okay, Mate. Mejidi say Oma file and it says the stage for Ochana hearing not to begin, right?
A number of outstanding issues. And the first, no, there is a pending request that Omoka say a court nemo file some supplementary documents in support of a more argument for interrogatories ruling. It's an outstanding interrogatories review in Swankasa. Outstanding, and it's a bit to keep place. Once a panel will be constituted, that is 2 members, 2 justices of the Supreme Court to join a 7-member panel to take a look at the review. No much me and me, a quite more and Sakra petition. So, another issue related to outstanding. As to whether the court, in terms of even the stay, because assuming they went to me and the lyrics review today, Grandpa, as to whether it will stay any proceedings relating to the petition now.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Come up.
And yeah, the best short na BBN ya best di nkomobio. Why? Joseph Akable and yaten currently Neoma court ne share petitioner ne say on file by close of day today, no petitioner file a witness statement and 5 no more indicating the petitions on befre by name or more afre 2. Johnson Asiedu Nketia, General Secretary, and Pesa White, no ye NDC party ne rep at the National Coalitions and as a strong room of the Electoral Commission war in cry. I also file a witness statement. You know what's saying? Allegation Asiedu Nketia, Edia share the witness statement. And Samsona or more argument against the preliminary objection. First and second respondent eputi fourth, and also normal file. And you're share the court no etnasia omobeka sampan to aso mai
eno amuka court ni sem bebre na bi no mo hana enjoyed na bi pa na to da bia unya say wan kan hu am say I enjoyed him nti me nya propaganda na mpati I was lazy na me come asem no so agnodisi no but deny flatly say invite you
Ekosiisen on Asempa.
It me cry me so omunye contact na mon friend na mon musa no na Ghana fo nyina ntie.
O say o invite you bia.
Invite you bia, o say on find invitation ma obia.
Obi na afro amount say for me. Okay, then we would have to call.
Enti na me see mo begin contact na my friend no musa no. 2, when you say manya videos bi sisi a, say grant so nyina no mo bobo ne na se fo nyina o.
Ewo ehfa eyi
na se. Na wamu wobo ode no mubo ode no mubo agbaja hwane sa agbaja hwane kan sa agbaja nye bobo nye voter winyasa debi enye voter winyasa debi obi enye voter sa mesi wo ba asante a ye bo kete ye bo adoa ye wo other dances ye bo the my friend high life what you say adedam nyina adankum ye bo adankum nyina ho nti dey accept no person mo ka no eto da bia yenyi sa politics na bibia ye pese ye de komu no ne akeka ni patri ebomu no nti na no bi maka ne had run up to election no me say wo travel na ma politician ba no be kire wo say wo de wo ya asumasi efri ha nti ma wo ni wei enka mumu a wo na oye wo o sell nti fo adwene ema no and it become the trademark of NDC wo munyai na kwadwo na wo ka say wo mo hu obi a wo street hu ka say covid obi say na wo me call independence square ye nyina ehwe ni TV so arrangement no social distancing covid protocols ni nyina wo mo a ekopɛ nsɛm ma wo mo ho ɛyɛ wo ma organize wo mo a mahama beba fo no na bi cry say nose mask eno makɔ na ni videos ni no akɔbɔ chenku eno mo airtour on the sidelines Omunana expose omo to the dangers of COVID. Na me dey can we say no. Na me dey back COVID no nam de ewie masem.
Now you end in 2 minutes.
Last week, me sample about 20 trotro. 20 no. Na ni nyina yema. Average of 2 people and na a bomb mask. Yes. When so me hwe no so am run about when I'm kujina and na me notice ebukumase. Na se wo hwe na se bi kura for 12. Na se nipa 2 pena na ebobo on the average of 200 persons no na mobi. Woman din common so trotro no mu. We are encrophord the cameras in them. Then you find people talking. I politicians. I'm a to Abama movie a year must COVID. Obi, Asante forward Assembly. One so quasia aju join. What you say? Say Abiam say fuel, tanker, petrol. A fiagu, a benja between explode. Now we won't say a jan be explode. Petrol be explode. Now so be called the gallon could say be na explode na share. A sure won't quasia go. Into the let's even assume. Sa politician no. Won no waka wuti wiase no won kwa hia and it was when you use mask when you use sanitizer we be school we be jano just like that if you say a politician moreover you me say ho mu de munim science kakra o me yo to immune wa bra me asem na say oh munim science kakra you say incubation period as a gestation period of virus no
14 days 14
maximum 14 days yet to abanu ewie da ben 7 December.
Yeah.
Before about year to abanu no campaigns time no anko for say nipa boche no how long with dodo saying enana ewo won ho a eno no anye exposed wo bisa won we call hospitals na say for na most of them doctors no any na say for me can say Dr. Ankobia no makasa me junior Dr. Yankson no Ankobia the mate is junior and Yankson absolutely absolutely one year more that's a park question to know the GM bank so I you and we had photo you know a job but you say that you be actually of so didn't see Crawford but yam enya when never catch up obi one say one way your question when yinara do no ye call pubs you call clubs, you call parties. Oh, Obi, Kojo. You bring your Muankasa, Munanu ya, Muko Parliament, ye, Muko to approve of John Mahama fee. Obi Mebois. What's the year party? Me see, you call Parliament 7th January. Eko inaugurated Parliament the 8th of January. Moko ye party with John Mahama fee. Why not? All the NDC MPs ne NDC mpanufo ne ben ebo krom ha nyina. Ekosiisen. Nti wan ye party. Miss Asempa ma ye party. Say individual bi eye ne party. Champagne. Woko Jubilee House eni na sefo. So mo ye party ho they observe that they work as more observing social distancing no. Any other COVID protocols no. They the same. Okay. There were individuals who organize more parties. Individuals who call club ya banning crofo bi mo koko eko club we ukwa eya na crofo fi say wo sa no ya de nyum bi siso na nyum ne ye de na ye popular tracker wo ma ho nyina to bi wo ma wo club ho nyina etu nyum ne bi enti intention no every modum aba no Kojo, honestly, my club da. I can't deny the fact. My club.
That's not no sir.
Ozi. Oh, me you go my club. And no club me nyabeko. Anya say. And you yam there. Let's say. Oh. Enya boni bi sa. All right, but
Roman for mo for aso sir.
Ozi. O say ubekwa ubeju ani.
Ubekwa club.
Oh, bukwa. Dia na wokoye
Roman for mo for aso
ehudie ne nyema obekwa akoye no na kyekere no empe
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM
na wokoye hu poto ho no eno ne hega wate but wonim se nipa no akọ no akoye sa nyema wesi nyinara na ye de besha politician ni anya ye politicians e bi ofi say obenya political advantage no so nipa no o kasa asem no kasa kire mo hu say wo nkwa no ehia enti dom mawuti nya tiponko so entrama mu kwa enkeka sansam no na musumi de besra mo eyempo mamu sa videos no mamu na fei mamu se videos bi kwa na etwa nkrofo bi ma na obi say
soja ni bi
ebu emfa nancy from na JJ Rollins time that is the nkrofo ma nkrofo titi get mu and we back be detain nkrofo but I don't think so we should go to that extent and me personal view and she share na ye dia ba no yes mama yeni so where we have an active case situation about 3,100 and something and ram diampo na eba from kakra ina 616 na bi 679 663 and na 4 daily infection rate nti eye adia ekosro se bania se lockdown beba ye nyinara be affect yen if you say enye lockdown ni keke so better venesen ka bi kra percent ka obi ba kumba ye na wutu dem hu sam di na mo ye ba na ma program no na nyam desa because e ba hanam ni kodwo di si ani ni ye keke adwuna e ya na de so titefu so na titefu so esa common kra no na ye emma ejibibi free
that's true
the ye no but ekoba ni sa no impact no financially socially ni na se for no culture any day ene ye ko ayi senka efe senka president former president Mahama womnya di ensatu yensa yamni achia nka ye Ghana ya mamre no enam covid intino we bonitiasi echire we ebunumu echire we kwacha Rollins ma ne yire ne nasefo mpanifo ebe ye nyina no that cultural ye ma conviviality by ye mu no na ye ye free mu then also sika dudu a ye be lose for going on a lockdown obi poto na edane manhole no de hin e de
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
The actions be and your inactions be as individuals say politicians binti me kwa fire no nam dia for ya
okay
e kanwa e bebo ana kojosi ya munkunta yi no wo ma da isolation na se for a 5 day one bepim na no aban na form ho kanyina ho aban ene form kanya apart for individuals wo ma akwa yi wo test no kura no fan aban ne tuaka na budget said test be about 350 Ghana me that's their testing about 60,000 facilities now wo mo share on say start ya no na no Gucci nkwa ene di
other labs
ebe kan ho ene ebi wo kolebu me bo a kintampo ene others no staff fittings no sebi yankosa de nsu ni bi ene de koye yo
Sampai ma menhwe na menase me da se pa nya menhwe
mo me mo ho ban
mate yemre na so
minim say just for quick wo nim say Independence Square ne sofo bi crofo bobo ya na Sampai
kan o ba na adua o zo bobo
now I saw no mo sofo no so mo ye didi
so Satan no be kasa no mo
and so what does it stop not to say we want to denigrate people at such a gathering. It's not fair. Yeah, well, protocol for I'm betimi akọ on by for spy go masun please go and stop them. You don't have to speak in a microphone and I military police. I mean, please, it doesn't speak very well of it is a bit demeaning. You know, whoever it is, you know, on
so for now MC no.
Next time, you know, he should be measured in some of these things because at the end of a friend for you know, kasasa obi anye akola ya cheneni kasasa. Number 2, Sampai wakasa wa ye juma in the last 4 years. Na na kufu adone omuma injuma no. Abatwa ho abre ho. Munyini free ho na mo pe juma papa ono na no ya ono ka bibi say ministry bia ufu say abatwa baby papa aba you deserve better
abatwa a company limited
no but your companies no papa or baby And I feel say he deserves free Kumasi fly every week. Come and sit on radio back and forth and know how Ebinum be free abrochire aba. Just because of some connection be omo and some coins be omo be tugu. Na te say ya fa post akesi ade amomo. And no na politicians yeah sometimes me it's not right. Omo aye juma no. Let them benefit from the toils they have put out there.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you. I think I agree with you. I mean, for this one, I agree with you.
And you're fair. Ubeho be over school acquire the master or no tea or no for masters. No,
why, baby?
And I make sure no like it be a double, it be a triple. Or no tea how you will be a kikaboso. The two baby no need the night tin. The better near the no dear two I so we qualifying chair on. Who for no time or the tea propaganda. And the party no. Oh, of course, I'm just saying. The money party no the masters and cabana or no soon your PhD. You know, I think say young politicians no who went to decouple hard work.
Now some more politicians and say more appointment more considerations they are weird more na more considerations as
no you see
considerations that mujina so they are appointment.
And I make say you see be na MPP for do a make me aka say omo last appointments omo year you know.
Ekosiisen
I'm busy. Wow, ukuta we it didn't matter too much. But yes, we have say who deserve they will push you there. Me party sometimes it's not like that. And it hurts. Say we better buga. They say at the peril. If your position 4 years every day. My mama to petrol mamida.
No.
You understand? But you come every time. Eba be ye an partner sorry ahomachi ya betna bedwam ne hot issues ne team and then you be we no na afi na eba be ye you bi akoye PhD na yakọ tam na ba se o be si wa pampa so abasa
it was any yanka ya doing the obo the whole gun. It was I but me that say some point me that say yenim say emre pa ebeba and I'm quite so very do crazy
well done for France organizer
yeah
see o my best dum no be bo an ma me ye
oh okay
majority leader everybody say to so tin ni aba no the now treat I do consider that
okay
but my party
yeah Asqua MP
honestly my weekend is memenda
me so me wo fa eyi ewo manson mosiaso memenda
and you come see friend
and memenda o
say ya pabunu
too much. Chief Biden said, "Oh, be popular what? He should end it right there before videos start flowing." It was something country or some pine.
Oh, did they?
Or something. Chief Biden.
Oh no, yam jabane wano. Umiana no na odi you.
Yeah. So, anyways, my main friend Chem say, "Ora Peter Kwejo Ohene Jan, or retired manager, the then Agrek Development Bank." 66 years and Nyamia Tonsa a friend into the entire family respectfully invite you to the funeral of the late Peter Kwejo Ohene Jan a year no baso ewo manson mosiaso Friday 29th January a Friday day nimia ye wake keeping our family house na Saturday laying instead the year nankasa asheshe so burial service no ebeto so na final funeral right no so atwas ni nyina wo manson mosiaso na kwesi adams the Thanksgiving service no atwas so ye nkoja
Ekosiisen
say otini din a o me wofa pa me wofa obi be say me wofa nimpon enti Saturday ye kopiem e wo manson mosiaso Oman Boajo
Asempa FM Asempa FM